What's up with it? OG Hollywood tapping in. Now, I saw a lot of people make videos in reference to the HOCUS 45th indictment and what we perceived as an accusation towards WACK 100. Because the fact of the matter is the man never said WACK's name. Everyone assumed it was WACK, including myself, but I couldn't make a video saying HOCUS accused WACK when HOCUS never said WACK's name. But I ran across at least 5 or 6 of them where people did. So I started to bring the hot dog stand out for everybody this morning. Everybody can get a hot dog. Everybody can get a hot dog, you know, but I said, no, I'm gonna do one better and show you guys where he might actually be right.
A gang leader in New York is blaming WACK100 because he caught a Rico in Savannah, Georgia.
Now here we have a video by Poetik Flakko or whatever the fat dude name is from No Jumper, the African dude. Okay, this is WACK's co-worker. For those of you who don't know and don't understand how this thing works. This is WACK's co-worker. Or, you know, maybe just another partner field agent. Let's call it that, right? Watch how he goes out of his way to try to incriminate HOCUS. He labels HOCUS the leader. He's showing all these gang videos that were from years ago as if he's really trying to paint the narrative that HOCUS was out here pushing gang all the way up until the indictment came.
A gang leader in New York is blaming WACK100 because he caught a Rico in Savannah, Georgia, even though WACK100 is in LA. This is one of the most hilarious things I've seen on the internet today, bruh. And it really highlights too, man, how void of accountability a lot of street dudes are. HOCUS 45th is one of the notorious leaders of SWM. However, over the last couple of years, he has taken an asserted effort to rebrand himself as an activist and a gang preventionist. These dudes think they can gangbang for 50 years, and then when they think the feds is on their trail, they transition to gang activist and preventionalist and think that the feds will say, he's a changed man. He's an activist now. No, bro, the feds is not going to forget, and you're going to get charged for everything you ever did. And that's apparently what HOCUS 45th have been fighting against. He has somewhat transitioned, according to him. He's no longer in the streets, but somehow he can't stop getting indicted for RICOs. He just got indicted for his second RICO, I believe, in the last year or two.
Walking a fine line, a straight line. I do not commit crime. I do not commit crime. I don't. I go to work and I go home.
The feds got to pop out more often, man, because these dudes only know how to behave when the feds pop out, bruh. The feds is doing to these guys what they daddy whooping should have done, bruh. Only when the feds pop out, these dudes know how to transition and change their lives, bro.
Y'all niggas know good and goddamn well. HOCUS been in that damn rabbit hole for some years now. They ain't spent years in that rabbit hole. And y'all gonna let this nigga come from LA, don't know nothing about HOCUS, don't know one HOCUS song, just so happens to be WACK100's co-worker, and he puts this video out about HOCUS. And you can't smell the connection. Nah, y'all gotta wait till y'all see the paperwork.
Bro got picked up by the feds on a RICO that included murders and came home in 24 hours. Y'all better stop gangbanging, man. Y'all better stop gangbanging, man. Y'all better get out the streets, man. Bro got picked up for a RICO that included a murder, and he came home in 24 hours? Man.
It was that laugh. That laugh right there. Could you see it? Could you see it? Everybody out there with that third eye open, you could see that laugh wasn't real. That was a fake laugh. He's acting. He's trying to put a rat allegation on HOCUS. The whole East Coast, no one said anything like that. Everyone who knows HOCUS's character said nothing like that. Everybody looked at the video. The first thing everybody said, they couldn't believe he got locked up. Not one soul, one creature uttered that out their mouth. And this guy, all the way in California, WACK100's co-worker. They work at the same job. You gonna throw the rat allegation on him now? They're trying to get Hope to crash out. They're trying to get somebody to crash out. Unfortunately for them, like, I'm smart enough to know better than that. So I'm just gonna analyze what y'all doing. I'm gonna dissect y'all niggas like a frog in the 8th grade science class. Man, I'm gonna dissect you. I'm gonna call you out. Because what you're doing is wrong. It's entrapment. You looking for something where there's not really anything at. You're fishing for a nigga, for a public lynching. That would qualify you as being a piece of shit. It's very real. And I'll tell you why they doing it. WACK100 is doing it because they got him by the balls from when he got caught with all them guns out in Texas. He been working since then. A lot of y'all only follow the East Coast podcast. Them West Coast boys done been ran through his paperwork. They know Wack really working. And on the Poetik Flakko, he's one of them African dudes that don't like black Americans. We've seen him. We've seen the video clips of people with skin similar colors to ours calling us niggas and calling us out our name and saying crazy stuff about them. We know that sentiment exists. All right? He's one of those people. So he want to take down all the niggas because he don't like black Americans. And WACK100, they got him by the short hairs. He ain't got no choice. He working. They let him loose with them guns.
I didn't conspire to do anything with anybody. I'm going to fight. I missed to go to trial. Y'all know that. I'm going to trial and I'm going to fight.
I heard 10 Toes Down say something.
You know how it is to go to trial. You know how it is to have the state against you. Now, that federal government, you know what they do, and they play dirty. They got a 98% conviction rate.
I don't know if the brother realized or not, but I think he dealt with the federal government the last time 10 Toes Down. All right? And the reason why they have a 98% conviction rate, do you know why the feds have a 98% conviction rate, since the brother mentioned it? The reason they have a 98% conviction rate is because about 97.7% of people cop out. Yeah, only 2.3% of people go to trial. So if only 2.3% of people in affairs are actually going to trial, that means 97.7% are copping out. Yeah, that's why they got a 98% conviction rate. Hope went to trial last time and he won. Not too many people have the courage to go to trial when they're dealing with the feds because more often than not, you are guilty. But if you go to trial and you win, that means you wasn't guilty, bro. I'm only saying that to say, not to shake my joint at the feds, but to say they're not infallible. They're not God. They're not God. They can make a mistake. If they make a mistake, then you go to trial and you have an opportunity to fight for your freedom. So the fact that everyone is already convicting this man, who's already conquered this opponent before, and flat out saying that he called someone's name when he never called that individual's name. An implication is an implication. Because at the end of the day, if you want to say, well, I was talking about Troy Ave, then what you going to say? Oh, we thought you thought he was talking about Wack. It's like we all thought he was talking about Wack. Ain't none of y'all got a right to make no video saying he said Wack. He's blaming Wack. He ain't say Wack. He ain't never say Wack, nigga. What if he say he was talking about Troy Ave? What you gonna say, nigga? Didn't they have words before? Huh? Oh, okay. I don't know who he was talking about. That's what I'm saying. I ain't inside that nigga head. I'm assuming he was talking about Wack. I can't convict him of saying he was talking about Wack. I can't make a video saying HOCUS 45th, blame Wack for the indictment. Nah, that's girly mouth. Y'all niggas girly mouth. Y'all girly mouth. But that's how that works. Brother 10 Toes Down. When it comes to going to trial, they have an 83% conviction rate. It's still very high. It's still very high. But I like 83 more than I like 98. All right? If you're going to tell it right. That's all. Oh, salute, though. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
The champ is here. The champ is here.
Nobody interrupt him.
Wait.
Their beef started and stayed on Clubhouse. So I don't know why I guess HOCUS would think that WACK100 would hate him so much that Wack would try to put him in jail, but it's not logical to me. Like, it don't make sense.
I guess you don't think we're smart enough to know why that could possibly be either, right? Like I alluded to before, WACK100's a pawn. He's working. That's why. Perhaps due to the fact that HOCUS won the last time he went to the trial with them, maybe they're not too fond of him. Maybe they're not too happy he won. What happens when you beat them one time? Next time they get anything on you. When I ask O.J. Simpson, what happens to a nigga when he wins a highly publicized trial? He better not step on the crack or they gonna break his mama back. Ain't that how that work? You think we don't know this? Who do you think that you're smart enough to spin? Like, honestly, who do you think that you're smart enough to spin, brother? This dude right here, Moron, the African federal agent, he will tell you he's a Fed. He got shows telling he's a Fed. He be up here on these podcasts, debating, arguing, running narratives, getting them back and forth with people, playing a whole YouTube game with people. And he's a federal agent. He says X, but I don't know how that works. You understand what I'm saying? So to say that there are no operatives out here on YouTube talking like everybody else, participating in the conversation, to believe that's not a reality is like that makes you the dummy. That makes you the dummy. They're definitely here. You know what I mean? And what if they're not here just to get the bad guy? What if they're here to get the good guy too? What that's the part that goes over a lot of y'all heads. It made me feel like he didn't get his nigga wake up call yet. What if they're here to get the good guy too? What if they don't want the good guy spreading the good word? Last I checked, Dirk is supposed to converted 13 people to Islam in prison. That doesn't get no airplay. But then when they say he used 13 people's phone, it's all over the place. Y'all don't be thinking, man. A lot of y'all are really dumb. But here's my deal. How I can see through the Poetik Flakko dude and know he's an op too and he's working is because why are you so compassionate about the gang culture in America? This dude was allegedly, he came to No Jumper from like North Dakota or some wild shit. He lives in North Dakota or Wyoming or Montana or something with nobody. Like, yeah, out of nowhere. He just pops up out of nowhere claiming to be from like North Dakota, Wyoming. Bro, why isn't he concerned about the societal ills in his own land? Bro, why isn't he concerned about the societal ills in his own land? You got dudes washing their head with piss over there. No, not one dude, dudes, a culture. They washing their head with cow piss. They hold their head up under the cow ass. Some people blow in the cow ass for like good luck or something. They just blowing in cows' asses, washing their heads with cow piss. And you get on this No Jumper platform with 1 million people watching and you don't try to like find a way to get them niggas no shampoo or something. Some shampoo, bro. We wash hair with shampoo. We don't wash our hair with no goddamn cow piss. You ain't trying to help your societal ills. Y'all know what the Reed Festival is? Oh, they got that Reed Festival over there in Africa. That's where they bring all the little middle school girls out and they walk around with their titties out in front of all the grown men. I can't make this shit up. This type of stuff going on in Africa. They got all the middle school girls out, walking with their titties out in front of all the grown men. All the grown men sitting there with their dick hard, looking at the little young girls in middle school, walk around with their titties out. They call it Reed Festival for the virgins. Yeah. Why you ain't up on No Jumper protesting about that? Yo, we got to do something because back in my land, they make all the little girls when they get in middle school walk around, parade around the village with their titties out in front of all the grown men. Why are you not talking about that, bro? Why you don't utilize that platform to talk about what's going on in your culture? Why are you so embedded in our culture when it ain't got nothing to do with you? You ain't from the streets. You ain't grow up around it. Yeah, but you're the biggest voice on it. Bro, you're working. You're working. That's all that is, man. Why you got so much to say about a culture that doesn't affect you? Why you ain't talking? Why are you trying to cosplay like you're one of us? Why you don't go up there with the curtain suit on? Hmm? Why you don't put your curtain suit on when you go up on No Jumper? So everybody can know that, okay, you're not from this culture. You're just talking about it like, and everybody can know that you're an outsider looking in. We know not to take you serious. We know that you really don't know anything you're talking about. You sit up there and cosplay, you'll dress up like a nigga. You'll go as far as putting a do-rag and a hoodie on, look like a nigga, and talk about a nigga subject to trick white people and everybody else into thinking, hey, he's a guy who knows, when you're just as oblivious as they are. You're from North Dakota. The African guy from North Dakota knows everything about everything within the gang culture. This is Wack's co-worker, though. Y'all don't see why he's saying Wack got something to do with it, because what is y'all stupid or is y'all dumb? Y'all don't know how the thing works, bro? If I got a problem with this agent right here, he ain't gonna he can't deal with me, but his man can. No, man, y'all tripping, bro. Y'all tripping. I mean, it's been 100% proven about that case, Wack caught in Texas. It's been 100% proven. You know, like, if y'all want to sit here and keep acting like it's not a bunch of weird stuff going on up on this internet, and that's on y'all. Y'all want to act like everything is a conspiracy theory? That's on y'all. Y'all want to wait till y'all see the paperwork? You ain't gonna get it till you in jail, dummy. You better smarten up. That's what I'm saying. Smarten up. Learn how to read a goddamn play. Know who's what's what, without having to see it in black and white. Know what to stay away from. Know what type of activity to stay away from. What type of people to stay away from. Don't nobody having to show you no paperwork, bro. Paperwork means it's too late. That's what paperwork means. It's too late. Yeah. Separate yourself before the paperwork comes. Which is crazy, which is what I thought HOCUS did, man. You know, he said he gonna fight, man. I'm gonna pray for him. That's all. He said he gonna fight, I'm gonna pray for him. Because I feel like this, I believe in the cut of a law. Like, I'm Muslim for real. I got here before 1,000 times. I ain't the perfect Muslim, nah. My iman wavers. I struggle, bro. I struggle. Yeah. You know, but I'm serious about, you know, what I believe in. And I believe in the cut of a law. Whatever law decreed for me is what it's gonna be. What's meant to hit me ain't gonna miss me. What's meant to miss me ain't gonna hit me. I don't believe nobody's in control but Allah. That's it. Ain't nobody in control but Allah. So I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing. But for all you guys though that made videos saying HOCUS blamed Wack, no, he didn't blame him. He implied, but he didn't say his name. He didn't say his name. He definitely implied though. But you got to remember, he can always say somebody else's name. Unless that's the only person he's ever beefed with. If he say somebody else's name, then you look like the fool. So you should be careful what you say. Word things properly. You know, somebody can quote you and make you look foolish. But the Poetical Falcon dude is trying to agitate with this video. He's trying to spin a narrative. He's trying to paint a picture for the general public to see that HOCUS is actually a gangbanger and a leader and active. And when the feds came last week, he just stopped. And this is Wack's co-worker. Somebody he sees pretty much every day, you know. Y'all think Hoke bugging. All right.